Welcome back to Breakfast. It's 8:24 now. It's the holiday battle that emerges every summer. Tourists at European beaches and resorts fighting over the sunbeds. But one beach in Sardinia in Italy...
Sorry, I'm just thinking there. Where does this... Do you see this fighting?
Yeah.
Do you?
Have you ever been to a hotel where you have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning to put a towel down?
Not the sort of hotels I go to now. I've never had to fight over a sunbed. But one beach in Sardinia may have found a controversial solution. And what is that?
Encouraging tourists to book a sunbed via an app. I don't know what I think about this. To debate this, we're joined by media personality and commentator Ryan Mark Parsons. Happy birthday for yesterday, Ryan Mark. And commentator Sally Mitchell. Morning, you two. Ryan Mark, let's start with you. You look like you've been on a sunbed yourself.
Yeah, I think I've been in the sun for a little bit too long. I'm quite red. But I actually, yes, I went to Malta recently and I experienced this issue. It's pre-season. It's not quite as busy as it is in the summer when I've been. But when I went to one of the beaches, you're already getting people very early on. I was staying in a hotel with the beach nearby. And people are putting towels down on sunbeds. They're not actually even on the beach yet. They return to the hotel. Yeah. And then it just reduces the access. I think this idea, which this beach in South Sardinia wants to introduce, where it limits just over 1,000 people accessing the beach, is an amazing idea. I think it makes it equitable. It facilitates fair access. You completely eliminate the conflict amongst guests in certain hotels. I know Eamon says he doesn't frequent those hotels where people fight over sunbeds, but I remember when I've been to the Caribbean when I was younger, staying at certain hotels, and you would actually see, like you said, Ellie, people coming down at the crack of dawn before sunrise to actually reserve their sunbeds, and then you can't actually get a spot by the pool. Introducing this at beaches or hotels, whoever it's integrated to combat mass tourism and to mitigate the conflict that you can get when you're on holiday, I think is a welcome idea in my eyes. And I really can't see any credible opposition or points that would say it's a bad idea. I think it's fantastic.
So you think put your money down and reserve your place?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Everyone's on their phone. I think the fact that it's an app to reserve a sunbed spot makes it very easy for people to use. I don't really see anyone who's not on their phone, so I can't see any opposition to it being on an app. And you don't have to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning to place a towel on a sunbed. I can't see what the problem is.
Right. Sally, do you see what the problem is?
Yeah, maybe I'm just coming from, the other end of age. I'm a bit like you, Eamon. I just don't want to have to do it. I don't want to be on my phone, on an app. Apps run my life when I'm at home. When I'm on holiday, I really just want to be able to relax, turn off, and just enjoy a really relaxing time. If the beach is too busy, if there aren't enough beds, I'll go somewhere else. I think as I've got older, I just feel that there's very few things in life worth queuing for and fighting for. And in terms of a sunbed on a blinking beach, it's a beach. Go somewhere else. Find your own little bit of paradise. I don't want to be with thousands of other people. I really don't. I get enough social interaction at work and at home. When I'm on holiday, I just want to switch off.
So, Sally, this beach that we're talking about in Sardinia is a protected area, so you can understand, I suppose, how and why people would want to be there, why they might have visited there specifically. They want to lay on that particular beach because it's particularly beautiful. Is that something that you can understand, that you would potentially use that for?
Totally. If they want to visit it, fantastic. But then you have to take on board the fact that thousands of other people want to as well. And, take your chances. Go out of season, go on the shoulder seasons, go first thing in the morning. I don't encourage fighting for your sunbed in any way, shape or form. And it is a very beautiful area, I have to say. But my experience with pre-booking things, especially in the Southern European countries and resorts, is that you quite often get people who block book these beds and then never turn up. They might be coming ashore for lunch at some shishi restaurant, and you're there, with no bed, and the whole front row are pre-booked, and no one ever turns up to claim them, and you're sitting on the sand. It's just, I just don't need it. I just don't see the point. I really don't.
Sally, I'm feeling your pain and your desperation there, because another thing I just will not do, when people say, oh, we're going out on Saturday night, we're going to that new pizza restaurant. Oh, great. Well, let's get down there by 7 o'clock and we can queue.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Well,
Queuing.
hell
What
could
is
freeze over
pizza?
before I'm queuing for a restaurant.
I totally agree. There are plenty of other places to go, but maybe that's just us, Eamon. I've done enough queuing in my life.
Ryan, Mark, last word to you.
Well, look, I've already experienced this booking system at one of these members' clubs in London. It gets very busy in the summer. You book a sunbed for 2 hours, and it's very easy. I think the discussions we've had are a little bit dramatic. You click a button, you go up, you have 2 hours in the sun, and if that's replicated abroad and you go to the beach and you book, I think it's absolutely fine to do. And then everyone can enjoy the holiday without the conflicts that we see now. Okay. So I think it's solving an issue that we can't get rid of at the moment, and this app sounds like a good idea to fix that.
Well, whatever you two are doing for your holidays, have good ones, and thanks for talking to us this morning. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let us know what you think on that one. GBNews.com/you'll say.